Alongside Darren O'Day, Ben Ingram here from the home radio booth at Truist Park. And last night was a historic night for us. Last night was a night where we feel like we had a lot to do with the Braves rallying and winning the ball game last night over the Boston Red Sox because of these rally robes that we're wearing. So, Darren, everybody has asked the question, how have the rally robes come into existence? And I think you should start that story.
Sure. So I played for the Braves. A lot of people were asking where I was most of the time, but I actually did play. So I got a robe from Chris Martin when he was traded over from the Rangers to the Braves in 2019. Kind of a welcoming gift for all the boys in the bullpen. He gave us all these robes so we could lounge in the locker room, just be men of leisure. And so you'd walk around the locker room, they'd be hanging everywhere. And so since that year, it's just been in my closet. I'd wear it to the mailbox occasionally just to, flex on my neighbors.
Major flex.
Yeah. And it's quite warm, so it's really a winter robe. So early this season, April in Atlanta can be a little chilly. So up here in the booth, radio professionals, we keep the windows open to really soak in the ambiance of the game. And it gets kind of cold, so Ben keeps the jacket here.
Right.
What do you call that jacket?
It's just a Braves jacket. I just have it just in case.
Mr. Rogers jacket, because he always takes it off at the end, and he leaves it here, and then he comes back the next day and puts it on. So I say, well, I need a Mr. Rogers jacket, and I go to my closet. No jackets. I gave them all to my dad, my uncles, everybody. But I see the robe just peeking out of the corner. I said, you know what? I'll wear that. We'll have a little laugh. We're not all that professional around here in the radio booth. So I brought it in a couple nights later. Jay Chad, our producer engineer, and kind of the glue of the team here, says, hey, you should put that on, Rally Robe. Calls the Rally Robe. I don't think it was successful that first night, but what did he go out and do since that time?
Well, when we left on the road trip to Seattle and L.A., he decided that we all needed robes. And the only way that this was all going to work is if we all had rally robes. It couldn't be just one guy. We needed some unity here. So we get back from Seattle and L.A., and Jay Chad says he has a special package for all of us, opens up a box, and he's got one for me and one for himself and one for Joe Simpson. So we're thinking, okay, we've got something here. Now we have some team unity. We've got these rally robes. Now we just need the right moment to put them on. Well, last night in the seventh inning, it's a 2-2 ball game. We're thinking if the Braves don't score here in the bottom of the seventh, maybe we put them on for the bottom of the eighth. And sure enough, it's a 2-2 game going to the top of the seventh. Adam Duvall makes the great catch in the top of the eighth inning, keeps it a 2-2 game. We scramble, shirts off, robes on, because you can't have a shirt on under the robe.
No.
If we're going to be leisurely.
Correct.
It's just straight robe. There's nothing on under these robes, outside of our bridges, of course. And next thing you know, we get a leadoff walk, and then a couple of guys get on base, and then Marcel with the base hit, and then the fielder's choice to drive in a run. And we felt like the robes contributed equally to the rally there in the eighth inning, and the Braves won the ball game 4-2. Thus was born the Rally Robe, and that's going to continue for the rest of the season, which is going to be pretty steamy during the summer months here in Atlanta. But we're willing to do whatever it takes for our guys on the field. Also, you show the back of this thing, by the way, the detail of this. It's got your number on there, your name, and of course, Jay Chad had to have ours done as well. That's just my favorite number. We've got the World Series patch here, and we've got Quikrete here. So this is very authentic. Really, really authentic MLB issued stuff here. So that's how the Rally Robe came into existence. And if you happen to be at the ballpark at some point this season and you look up to the home radio booth and you see a couple of idiots wearing robes, now you know the rest of the story.